guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be getting a little bit quarry, something like that. We're going to get to digging, so I hope you guys are ready. So I'm diving right in today, man. I've got a lot of mechanism stuff that I want to get done, including getting ourselves a quarry going, like a very, I guess you would call it advanced quarry, because the digital miner is pretty advanced with mechanism. It does require a few things. So I have here a few metallurgy confusers. None of these are upgraded. They're not super fast or anything, but they do get the job done. You don't need anything like super crazy. You do, however, need a few atomic alloys, and this is the process for which you go to make those. It requires diamond, a crushed diamond to be exact, and that crushed diamond will infuse with the infused alloy and give you the reinforced alloy. Thus, over here, we also take crushed diamond and obsidian dust to make the reinforced. I think it's called reinforced. What is it called? Now I've already forgotten. It's called the enriched, or the refined obsidian. Sorry, and then you need the refined obsidian to go over here, in powder form, and it will fill this up, get melted down, and then we'll infuse into the reinforced alloy, plus thus making the atomic alloy. But you do want to keep a little bit of that obsidian, because you want to combine that with some osmium, some liquid osmium here in an osmium compressor, and get yourself some lovely refined obsidian ingots. So I'm going to need all of these different things today, and that should hopefully get us started with crafting all the components that we need. So inevitably I want this. Now it does end up, you do end up making a robot, which I absolutely love the robot. It's a very cute little companion. But everything else is just crafts. So I need to craft this up. And then go in here. These are just going to be some basic components that are inside this. I just kind of wanted to show the complexity of actually crafting this thing. It's not horrible. It does require an obsidian ingot. That's not normally part of the recipe. And then also need a steel casing, which that's pretty easy. These are all very simple to make, all the components for the robot, minus the atomic alloy, which even that is not difficult to make. So now we have a personal chest. By the way, the personal chest is really nice if you're on a server, because you can kind of lock your stuff into this chest. It does have security, which is really nice. This is where we need that refined obsidian. And now we have a robot. Very nice. The robot, of course, can do some things for you. It can be a crafting table. It can be an anvil. There's all kinds of interesting stuff that it can be used for. I want to use it, though, the digital miner. Bam. So we have a digital miner. I want to go ahead and set this up and show you how ridiculous looking this thing is. Yeah, it takes up some space. So I wanted to dedicate these buildings over here to some machinery, and specifically one of them going to this. This thing is going to need some power. Yes, it's going to need some power. It's also going to need somewhere to deposit items that it collects, and you can kind of define what it picks up. So let's go over this. This is going to be pretty neat. So let's go over how to set this up and how it could actually be useful. Because right off the bat, we can just hit start, and it's going to start mining, but you don't really know exactly what it's mining. So we need to kind of define that. Let's go ahead and stop this real quick. And we're going to go into, let's go and reset, and we're going to go into the config here. Now, right here, we can set up how wide, so it's a radius of 10. So from where it's at, it will have a 10 block radius going all the way around it that it's going to mine directly down from. And then we have here the maximum distance. These are going to be the minimum and maximum. I believe the maximum is going to be Y level 60, so it will not mine higher than Y level 60, and it will not go lower than Y level 0, which makes total sense. That's bedrock. And we actually tell it exactly what we want it to mine as well. So if we want it to mine like stone, for example, or cobblestone, we can have it do that. If we want it to mine like specifically andesite or anything that you can find there, I think we can do that. Also gold. So let's just use gold ore, for example. Or you know what? Iron ore. Iron and coal ore. Those are two ores that are very common and probably show up the best here. But I can actually drag this iron ore here. I should be able to save that. I don't know if the item filter is going to work. Status no item. Let's cancel this. Let's do a tag maybe, and save the tag. Does that not work? Material. Save. I love how it says status no item. I thought that that's how it's supposed to work. I could be completely wrong. Let's see. I thought you could drag it in here and hit save, and basically you would filter the material, but I'm not. Maybe it's looking for a specific item, because iron does not want to work. This is the only item that it can accept. Requires replace, no. Yes, no. And it says no item. Okay. I might have to do it directly here. Let's see. Iron, maybe you have to have it first. And this is all like, I'm trying to show it, but also learning at the same time. Let's go into item stack. I have the item. So I have to click it over here, hit save. Now I have a new filter for item. So unfortunately you have to have, it looks like the actual material on hand. So we have that. I could set it to silk touch on or off. Don't really want to do that. I do want auto eject to be on. Otherwise it's going to fill this inventory here. Then we have auto pull, which I don't really know what it's pulling to be exact. And you can see right here, it does take some upgrades, like speed upgrades and stuff, because otherwise it's going to be rather slow running. It's going to run at 40 RF per tick. It's not going to go very fast, and it's not going to be mining a very large area. So we definitely need to get some of those upgrades in there. And I do have power nodes on both sides. It does look like it can, I don't know if this is an output or an input here on the top. We can turn visuals on. I don't know. The back looks exactly the same as the one on top. I think this is also an output. So I ended up getting it to be able to mine everything. All I got to do is I'll just go ahead and show you here. I turned visuals on. I'm assuming that's the screen here. And I went in here and I set the toggle inverse to on. That basically means, okay, there's no filter. It's going to mine everything because there is no filter. And it should work. And I just want to demonstrate how slow this actually is without upgrades. So if I now turn it on, you're going to see our screen started up here. I do have a couple in here, but you're going to see how slowly this is actually mining. It is very, very slow. So that's where those upgrades are really going to come in handy. Of course, it's going to cost more power, but I think we can handle a little bit of power drain with the 7,000 RF that we have. Yeah, we should be able to easily handle that. So now that I have my upgrade cards, this should be a little bit easier to get going. So all we got to do is pop in here. I'm going to go ahead and put my energy upgrades in first. And I don't know, it should be able to tell me how many, I can accept 8. So I did make just enough. I made 8 apiece. So it should be able to accept 8 energy cards and 8 speed cards. And should be able to boost it as fast as it can go. And we should start seeing the decrease in the power. You can see right here with those 8 cards, you can see how that 8 ended up changing its efficiency of 10. So yeah, we ended up now, instead of 40 RF per tick, now it's only running at 4 RF per tick. How quick is that? How cool is that? Now let's go ahead and bump this up. Now this is where the power is going to start to increase, and also the speed. So our power increase is also going to go up and now jump back up to 40. As you can see though, we're mining significantly faster, which is great, but our power consumption is now going up. So it says right here how many there is to mine. And we're only in a little 10 by 10 area. By the way, what was that it just mined up? Oh, it just mined up some mana gems. Nice. So yeah, this is pretty much going to mine up everything that is underneath. I don't think, like, I believe it will clear in a hole underneath us. And it should be under Y level 60, because where we're at right now, we shouldn't see anything change. As far as I know, I don't have anything under the ground that should matter. But yeah, we could technically specify to do everything. We don't have to tell it to specifically mine up all the cobblestone and stuff, but you know what? I don't actually have a problem with it doing that. But maybe this might end up with an issue with it can't, I don't know, might not be able to export out quick enough. But yeah, look at that, 400 RF per tick. We're at, I'm pretty sure, the max energy upgrades that we can put in here. I think this is as fast as it can go. So to get this going directly into our storage system, well, the best thing to do is probably just place this here. I don't think that we need this chest anymore. Should be able to just deposit all the stuff in here. I might need to put some speed upgrades on this chest. Now, seeing how quick it actually is, it's not very fast at all, to be honest. Is it exporting to the top here? That is another thing that I don't know. Does look like it's gaining but not exporting out. Let me take all this out real quick. Is that exporting? So maybe that's a import here, and where the back is an export. Okay, I mean that's fine. Like it doesn't bother me either way. There we go. That's hooked in. Yeah, now we should start seeing stuff going in. Now this machine is pretty fast, but can we make it faster? Like with this being on here, does this go any faster by chance? If we can, I know it's a multi-block and it's probably the center block that would need to be accelerated. Actually, can't tell. Wow, this is not pulling out fast enough. We might need to get some kind of pipe to do that. I think the best pipe for extraction is probably going to be the cyclic one. It's pretty quick. That should pull everything out and get it in here as quick as possible, and then this is going to be pulled out as quick as possible. May not be the fastest. I mean, I could put stack upgrades, but I decided to go with just all 4 speed upgrades to speed that up. That does seem like it's going a little bit better. Yeah. It still has like 2,000 blocks, and we can also set it to Silk Touch. You know what? I might actually just set it to Silk Touch. I think it requires more power on Silk Touch. Yeah, look at that. 2.4 thousand RF per tick now with this being in Silk Touch mode. Wow. Okay, but we do have that power. Like, I'm not at all worried about how much power that is being used. I'm more interested in the amount of stone. Like, we should be getting like actual stone now built up. Oh yeah, perfect. Like that's something I actually need. So I was taking a look at this Quarry mod. We have Quarry Plus. Now to actually make the Quarry Plus, it does require us to make a Workbench Plus, and the Workbench Plus is not too bad. It does require all the modium, but to make this, it's not too bad. It does require some unobtainium, some diamond, well, a little bit of MJ. Now, MJ is just another power source. I don't think we have to generate joules. I think it used to be called megajoules. I'm pretty sure that this converts everything over. You can change this, like the different type of power can all be changed and everything. I don't think that is an issue anymore. But let's take a look at this. So Quarry, I want to test this out. So we have a Quarry going on right now from Mechanism, which is actually a really good one. I don't think let's see, RF tools. I think is the builder updated yet? So we do have the builder, which can quarry. So that's another thing. I might actually want to work on that as well. We have all the shape cards and everything. So we do have, so here we go. We have this quarry. We also have the quarry from, which I think the quarry would be great in the mining dimension. The builder quarry be great for the nether. I think I would love to quarry out some of the nether stuff too. So let's just get into the quarry. This is a new mod. So let's kind of get some of this going here. Blocks of iron. So this one's actually kind of expensive. It is kind of expensive. I think we have enough power to be able to power this. I might end up turning my other one off of the current mode that it's in, which right now it's using like 2,000 RF per tick. I don't think this is going to require that. So here's our workbench. Like, this is actually replacing like the mining lasers from good old Buildcraft, I believe. So let's go ahead and get a point. Grab that real quick. I should probably get auto crafting set up. Eventually, I think I might work on this on a live stream, like shortly after today's video. I think I want to get some auto crafting set up, like get a room that's actually dedicated to all this stuff and auto crafting. I think it's definitely something that's probably gonna end up happening. So let's drop that on there. Now, this does require that other type of power, right? But I think it should accept this. Let's go in here and take a look at ways we might be able to change the power, because I don't know of a good way. Let's see, network settings, network members, statistics, connections, wireless charging. I thought there was a way to be able to change this. But I'm not seeing it. Name, flex point, transfer limit. Does not seem to be powering this, but then again, we don't have the rest of the stuff in there yet. So let's just continue this with the quarry, right? let's go ahead and save it. I do like that the bars are fixed. It kind of lowers this down here. And we'll go through this. This is some of the trial and error stuff that I go through. Sometimes I'd like to show it. So I want to work on the Quarry Plus itself. Now, there are other quarries and stuff that we can do, but the Quarry Plus, I believe, is like the best one out of the list. So 32 diamonds, 32 gold. So diamonds, 32 diamonds, gold, 32 gold, iron, 64 iron, if I remember that, redstone, emeralds, redstone, how many was that? It's only 16, wasn't it? Ender pearls was only 8, and then it was only 4, and then we need unobtainium, which was 8. So that should be all the items. Now, if I throw this in here, oh, and we can, okay, so we can select. So if a mining well or we have the Quarry Plus. I'm going to go with the Quarry Plus. But like I'm seeing, I have it selected. But not being crafted. Interesting. I don't know where to get that power. I might have to, I mean, is there a generator in here? Let's see. There is a mining well. Let's see. So I think after a little bit of trial and error, doing a little bit of searching on the good old internets, I think I've come up with a solution. So I do need to use a universal cable. And then on top of that, I can place down my flex networks and of course make sure it's connected. Now, as soon as I click this, what's going to end up happening, you can see there's a little bit of work there. That's because I set something up earlier. But you can see that currently it disconnected. If that's happening to you, all you got to do is use your configurator and then you basically reconnect it. And that should hopefully work. Maybe, maybe not. Make sure the power is selected. Maybe I have to set this to some kind of pull like that. No? You know what? I almost wonder if this is only going to work with like mechanism power. So I think for me, the best way to go about doing this is to probably use a bio generator from mechanism. It does seem like it's only accepting power from mechanism for some reason. And I could get like potatoes, or I could use really anything, bread, stuff that we can convert down, like seeds. I think like regular wheat seeds. Can those be converted? They just need to be thrown into a crusher. Yeah, they can. So I'll just take all the biofuel, toss that in there, let that generate, and then I should be able to connect this up to here. And that should be sending power. Yes, you can see that it is slowly sending power to this. And it has to fill this whole bar. So this might take a little bit of time, and I'm kind of concerned that this might end up doing a thing that I don't know how I'm going to get it to accept power from my point, because if this doesn't work, I'm sure that the actual quarry itself isn't going to work. So that could pose a little bit of a problem. I'm a complete dork. So the point does work. The point does work. Oh, look, we just ended up getting our quarry. So the point, it is working. I was a complete dork. I had my entire plug. I had my plug being powered via the energy cable. Not only that, a basic energy cable. I don't even know where it was getting enough power to charge all of my stuff, but this quarry over here, there's no way it was running at full speed. Like now it has to be running at full speed because there was no way it was getting that much power. Because it was only getting like maybe 1,000 RF per tick or something like that from the actual reactor. So we were, oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. But now we have our quarry. All of that work, and I can now try and hook this up. Still though, you do have to use a configurator to make sure it is connected. You don't exactly need a biogenerator, nor do you need a fancy techno rat to help speed things up, you know. So let's go ahead and test out this quarry. I kind of want to place it somewhere. You know what? Let's go ahead and just test it out in the mining dimension, right? So I did go ahead and actually remove my portal that I did have set up, but we can just create another one. Let's see. what was it called? It was part of the all the mods mod. Telepad right here. So I do have one. I could probably set it up right here and then shift right click to go to the dimension. Awesome. Okay. So we are here. This is where, oh wow, we have another telepad. I guess we could just make infinite telepads. So long as we know where that's at. Let's go ahead and place this down. You can see it already generates a structure, but I think you can generate your own with some of the other, like there are actual cables that you can make. I just want to test it out like this. I want to see how it functions. And if it's anything like the Buildcraft ones, which I think is, I mean, what it's definitely trying to be. So we have this. I should be able to use a point. Now that I see that, I am definitely not going to be able to use a point unless I grab a point. That makes sense. There we go. There's a point. Go back to this dimension. Oh, that sound. Okay. Flux point on top. Now that we have our power set up. Oh, it's already working. So this works. So this didn't need any finagling. It actually, it's just like straight up working. Now, where's our items going? Okay. Items? Question mark. Pop this off real quick. I want to see if we power this from the side. Look, where's the items going? Can we put like a chest on top? Was that all the items that it's mining up right now? I can't tell it actually because it's pulling out too fast. Okay, so it is going directly into the chest above. And I guess it stores it for a little while. And I mean, I guess until it hits a point, it is about to run out of power. So technically this should work. All we got to do is hook our point back up. And there we go. It's going to dig all the way down to bedrock, by the way. And I think this little space is it's a pretty good starting space, like early on. I mean, but really the recipe to get this isn't really early on. But this could work for the nether. Like this could actually be a pretty decent tool for the nether. And I don't think it cares if it interacts with lava or anything like that. If it's anything like the Buildcraft ones, because Buildcraft ones just didn't care as far as that goes. Now, another cool thing that you can do is actually the Quarry Plus can actually be enchanted with certain enchants. So if you enchant this with a pick that has let's say Silk Touch, you could have it Silk Touch. You can put efficiency, it's going to make it use less power and so on and so forth, like fortune and stuff like that. So you can apply that to these quarries. That's actually not a bad quarry. It is kind of slow, but I don't know. Is it the same speed compared to the other one? It's pretty similar. I just don't know how much power it's actually using here. So of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video has been kind of interesting, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that linked down in the description below. Guys, we're going to dive into some more quarries. I think next episode, we're going to get the builder. I really want to get some of that awesome stuff from the nether, and then we can start building with it. I kind of have an idea kind of in my head. I want to build in different biomes and see what I can come up with, and see what you guys think about that. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Of course, you guys are the ones that are important, the one that made it all the way to the end of the video. I know you guys are the best. Anyways, be sure to leave that down in the comments below if you're interested in that, and what biome you would like to see me build in first. That would be kind of useful. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, of course, give it a huge thumbs up. Also click the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're so close. We're like less than like 2,000 subscribers away from hitting 400,000 subscribers. Like, that is absolutely amazing. Guys, of course, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.